So in my last video, I didn't quite have time to cover all the features that I actually really do like. So the next thing I'd like to show off some is the word lookup feature. I mentioned it briefly. We drive word lookup off the same system as the resource guide. So if I tap and hold on a word, let's take Jerusalem for example here. We can text select it just like any other text in iOS. Oh, it looks like I selected the hyperlink down below. And you can move it around just like you would before. You click on more. You'll notice that I actually selected more than that. When I click on lookup, it'll give me an option of all the words that are in there to look up. So let's look up Jerusalem. And that will do just a straight lookup in the resource guide for Jerusalem. You'll see here that we have a bunch of dictionary articles on it. I can add a note on it. It found a number of maps on Jerusalem. As we scroll through here, we found videos, images. We got more verses. We've also got other topics to link to. And so this is just a great way to find out more information on a particular word that you're reading about without having to go to the resource guide to see if it's in the people, places, or topics list. Now, let me show you something else though, because it doesn't just look up things that are in the people, places, and topics. Let's go to Strong's here. I've got ESV with Strong's, and let's take a look at one of the Strong's here. Let's look at dwelling. So I pull up, here's the Strong's definition for it. And you can see here we've got the root form of the word, so I can take a tap and hold on it. Once again, I can do more, look it up, and that will look up that word in all of my dictionaries, and it found a number of hits in my Greek lexicons. So this will let me easily go from ESV with Strong's to say the ED&T, and now I can read more about it. This is just a very convenient way to be able to look up words in your original language lexicons. Now let's say also we can go into the G&T parse. This is with the Mounts Quavisto parsing. Once again, I can click on these words here. It'll pull up the parsing information, and down at the bottom here you'll see we can look up the root form of the word by just tapping down there. It'll look it up in any of the Greek lexicons that I have as well. So the word lookup is a really powerful feature that lets you just directly with the text look up words. Now I'd like to also show another feature of the study guide. This is a more advanced feature where you can basically be starting to build up your own kind of topical system. So I've got a couple of, let me just go take a look here at some tags that I've got. I've tagged, let's see, where's my one on parenting? With parenting, I've tagged a couple of different verses here on parenting. So let's go ahead and go to Ephesians 6:1. You'll notice over here in the resource guide, we have a section down here at the bottom, which of course you can move around, that finds anything that I've tagged with these verses. So it found both parenting, and I've also tagged father, which is one of the system topics, to a verse here. So I click on parenting, and it will look that up in all my dictionaries. Of course, it doesn't find parenting. Probably have to look at parent or something. It will look up parenting in any notes, and it found prayer, a note that I have talking about parenting. And it'll also pull in every other thing that I have either bookmarked, taken a note on, or highlighted and tagged with parenting, and I can just tap on those just like any of the other bookmarks or any of the other cross-references. So this is just a great way to be able to build up kind of your own topical system. Also, you'll notice that I've tagged some verses with father here, and this once again looked it up in all of my dictionaries, found a number of notes on father and other bookmarks on it as well. And one of the things with that is this is a system topic, father, but you'll see it pulls in my own annotations that I've taken on it, my own notes, my own bookmarks. It would also pull in highlights if I tagged any of my highlights with that as well.